So my 65-gallon tank has been up and running now for a little while. It's only got 3 fish in it. It's got one of my female Australian rainbows, my turquoise female Australian rainbow, and a leopard, and I forgot what it is, a leopard zebra, and quite a few snails. I've been more successful keeping snails in here than before. They all used to die. I've only lost 2, and they got caught in the filter, so I had to put a sponge on the end. I don't know why they seem to be able to get killed so easily on the filter when nyrite snails can be on there all day and they're fine. So I have no idea really what I'm putting in here. These 2 females are quite aggressive, but they do leave little fish alone, so I'm probably going to get myself a few more of the zebras. I've not kept them for 40 years, so I'm going to put those in first and then make a decision about whether or not I get maybe some more turquoise rainbow fish, or whether I try something different or not bother because these 2 are too aggressive, and stick with the smaller fish that they seem to ignore. Haven't really made up my mind. I've seen probably next year this tank's going, and I'm getting myself a 75-gallon for my rainbow fish. I'm finding it a little more difficult to look after so many tanks, so I'm gradually getting smaller and smaller ones. I'm quite impressed with the staying power of trumpet snails. I had this tank down 3 months, maybe more, and they were in the gravel. There was no water in there, there was nothing, and I only put the gravel in, filled up with a little bit of water, and tons of them just came out the gravel. I do need quite a few because my little pea puffer really does get through them. It's quite annoying really, because he has them in his tank but he waits for me to put them in, and I've got to go hunting for trumpet snails every morning. When I turn the lights down at night, I see them all come out from the gravel, and he could really get his own. But I think he likes to be fed because he sees me feed the guppies with him, and he wants to be fed like the guppies, so he doesn't want to be left out. So it's doing quite well. I had to strip my canister filter right down. The smell was atrocious. I just forgot about it, and so luckily I had this filter here, so I could use that to cycle the tank. But only having 3 fish in it and some snails, I wasn't particularly worried about it. Now this was Victor's home, my angelfish, but I'm not going to move him back. He's way too old to keep moving about, and so he's going to stay in the other tank. And I was quite tempted to buy another angelfish for this tank, but I do like to be able to move my fish into another tank in an emergency, and I couldn't really put another angelfish in Victor. He would just kill it. So, and although these 2 females are quite aggressive, it usually takes a month or so for them to really start getting bossy when they're put in a new tank. So does give me time to do repairs. So hopefully in the next month I will be able to fill this tank with something a bit different, maybe.